Alright, what's going on, everyone? We're back at it with the Downriver podcast now instead of the Downriver Boys, due to some difficulties. But we're just kind of winging it today. We've been kind of gone, and we officially have a full setup going. So instead of doing it over Skype like we did before. But yeah, today I'm joined by Justin, Eli, and Joe. I don't know if you guys can see him. Yeah, you can.
What's up, pussies?
What's up, pussy? But yeah, so I mean, we're kind of just winging it. We're probably gonna stay away from the more controversial topics that's going on, like, the riots and stuff like that. We're just gonna kind of, I guess, just wing it and just kind of talk about anything. But yeah.
First subject: how is Eli such a pussy for liking all day IPA?
Why your pussy not liking it?
Dude, it's fucking disgusting. So gross.
Fucking hater.
Founders.
What's wrong with Founders?
There's a lot wrong with Founders. I can't say why there's wrong with Founders.
What's wrong with Founders?
A lot of shit wrong with Founders. Do you know what's wrong with Founders, Solus? Hasn't Coomer told you like a million times? Come back to that. What's up with you, Joe? How's work going? How's it living?
Work's going good. It's been pretty interesting these past couple weeks.
Have you done any cool shit?
Not really. I mean, they've had protests and stuff that we've had to prepare for, but we haven't really gone out and actually.
Closer to the mic.
Any looting of Walmart on Ford Road? That's what I heard by Crunch.
Really?
So I guess we're not staying away from that topic.
Well, I'm just saying. These are just observations, not opinions.
Yeah,
That's what
true.
I heard.
Yeah, I heard there was.
like that.
I heard there was protests going on and stuff like that. That's crazy. Like outside the Sam's Clubs and Walmarts around here.
What if a bunch of meatheads from like Dearborn just like started fucking raiding Crunch? Funny that'd be, dude. Enough C4 to last me a year.
What wants C4? I need all the meat, all the proteins.
I don't know, man. I feel like.
Oh god.
Well, an update. I mean, I guess 2020 has officially hit the books because it's the biggest civil rights movement of all time in world history now.
And it hit the books for being the shittiest year of all time. So that's cool.
I read a thing that gun sales in this country have gone up 64% in the past 3 months, and it's the highest jump in firearm sales in the past 4.5 years.
I think I read something from the NRA that they have 2 million first-time gun owners.
Yeah, I read that too. It's crazy.
This year. Hell yeah, man. People are scared.
I'll be scared too.
You got a pandemic
Are you
going
scared
on,
or
and you
not?
got.
I'm prepared.
Are you scared or you're not scared?
I'm prepared.
I'm prepared.
Nah.
I'm just saying, man. Like
I mean, you're a little.
I seen some post
Why would you
about.
be scared?
Like
what are
if
you scared about?
You're scared. I'm
Why
saying
would I
if
be
you had a
scared?
little feeling,
Feel
okay, if you
about
could
what?
feel one feeling during this time, you're probably, you're quaking
Why?
in the boots. A little
I
bit.
wouldn't
He
say.
said
You're
why?
quaking in the boots. Like
Why
a
would I
little bit.
quake though? There's nothing to
Because
quake
you're a
about.
little pansy.
Just say because I'm Mexican.
On some real shit.
Just say I'm a fucking bean.
I mean,
Pansy.
I seen some posts about someone saying like, if you shoot someone in your home, you care more about your stuff than what's like, I guess like the movement or some shit like that. I'm like,
doesn't make any sense.
that's what I'm saying. And it's like, if before all this protests and riots and shit and like the whole Black Lives Matter like thing going on as of right now, I'm pretty sure everyone can agree that if someone broke into your house, you'd probably shoot them, right? I mean, like,
principle.
that's just, yeah, exactly.
You know?
To defend yourself or your family.
And I know other states might
Right.
see it different, like California and stuff, because their gun laws
They
are
have
so
more
shit.
Liberal laws.
But like in Michigan, like everyone practically owns a gun over here, and it's just
Even
like
the
legal
crackheads
one.
own one.
even the crackheads own a gun, dude. It's actually ridiculous.
Stupid.
Like there's more guns in this country than there is people. Like
More guns
that's
in this country than there is teeth.
yeah,
Like they say about prison and jail. Like there's more drugs in jail than there is in the streets.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right, dude.
For sure.
When I was in my criminal procedure class, I don't know if you had Professor Pierce Solis. We were reading
Yeah.
out of our book, and he was like, someone estimated there's only 150 million guns in this country. And he was like,
Oh,
but it was a
holy-
later edition. He was like, if I had to put a guesstimate on it, he said, I think it's upwards of 300 billion with a B. which I could see. It's in the billions. It has to be.
Well, because you
Like
also
people with
got
own guns?
I think no, just guns and population.
Oh.
I
And
mean, we gotta
but-
think about it since the 1900s.
Oh, yeah.
Till now.
But now
Yeah.
look how far we've come, and then you think like,
Are we
we have
including military?
no, I'm
Or just like civilians?
probably like civilian wise. But like, look at these people making their own
There's only
firearms.
Like 325.
Have you guys heard about the
50
whole
million
ghost gun
people.
thing that the ATF?
Oh, the 3D printing.
yeah,
all
you
that.
can 3D print your own plastic and parts.
What's that one movie? It was fucking Clint Eastwood.
I remember when that
The
I
Line of
remember
Fire,
when the whole
dude.
thing
And
came
the Line of
about.
Fire, shout out, it's a great
When he makes
movie.
his gun with that piece of wood.
Under the
He
Table,
told me about
Yeah,
that.
dude. That's
That's a
with John
good
Malkovich.
movie.
That's a great movie if you ever get to watch it. It's
He made a gun out of a piece of wood.
Yeah, and
basically the movie is Clint Eastwood works for the Secret Service,
Oh.
and when he started out, he was the Secret Service agent for Kennedy, and then Kennedy got killed, and then it flash forwards to when he's like probably in his 60s, and he's a huge alcoholic, and Rene Russo's in the movie, and when it's like his last month is being a Secret Service agent, and he's trying to protect the president. John Malkovich is like this crazy white terrorist that like plans on killing the president and taunts him, makes fun of his alcoholism, calls him and shit, and like just ridicules this guy all the time.
oh yeah, he terrorizes.
Imagine,
So he kills
imagine
him.
Colin and chilling like on my couch with a beer. He's like,
They can't
"You're a fucking alcoholic."
They can't track his phone calls, and he calls them, and then they finally Clint Eastwood tracked him down, and then he was jumping across the rooftop, and he killed his partner,
Oh,
Yeah.
and then he helped him up, and then he beat him, and then he took off running. But at the end of the movie, if you haven't seen it, it's this guy makes his own gun. He puts on a disguise, and then he gets his way into this like banquet dinner, and he's like under the table. It's a wooden gun. It's a double barrel, and he's like trying to load it, and then Clint Eastwood jumps in the middle, saves the president, and then there's an ultimate ending where they fight. But I'm not gonna tell you the ending. You should watch it. It's a great movie.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ending's great.
It's
The ending's awesome.
it's a good
It's one of the best Clint Eastwood movies ever.
it's a good
It's right behind.
like
Unforgiven.
without like I think there's two
You gotta
separate
watch-
categories for Clint
Right behind
Eastwood.
Unforgiven. Unforgiven's a
I
great
think Clint
movie.
Eastwood Cowboys are
I think
their
we're
own
getting a
category.
little too white.
See, that's hard though, because Clint Eastwood has really good cowboy movies, and then he has like all the Dirty Harry movies.
Then we have The Mule.
I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen that movie.
The Mule when he was like
What's it called?
85 years old.
The
he was a
Mule?
drug
Mule. I
The
thought you said the meal.
No, The Mule.
It's a
When he
movie
starts-
about Clint Eastwood eating.
I watched Grown Ups. He's like when the Chris Rock's grandma's ordering the food at the restaurant.
Toby Bryant.
He's like, "Where are you going? The electric chair?"
Jesus.
Dude, David Spade's so funny, dude. He's
David
one of my
Spade?
favorites, and people like really underestimate him.
David Spade.
Yeah, he's
That's
one
a
of my-
great movie.
He's so funny.
They were giving him
Oh.
shit at Justin Bieber's roast. They're like, Spade, you gonna come up with any jokes, or are you guys still working on Grown Ups 3?
Yeah, they were like, "Are you just gonna sit around your house and wait for Grown Ups 3 to come out?" Or something like that.
It's like I mean,
Dude, those roasts get dark though. Like,
Pete-
they started making fun of like Pete Davidson's dad.
Pete
like,
Davidson
dying
went up there and
9/11.
started, yeah.
Shit.
He's like, Justin,
See
I
that
thought
they're
I hated
making
my
a show
dad.
about
Or he's
that?
like, I thought I didn't. It sucked
yeah,
growing
show
up without a
carrying
dad.
it on or a movie carrying it on?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. They're like, "What's those numbers on your arm?"
Do you see the new Pete Davidson movie on Netflix they're
Yeah,
promoting?
9/11.
He's like, knock knock. Who's
He's
there?
like,
"Not your dad."
Did you see the
Jesus, man.
Pete Davidson's
Christ.
Pete Davidson's got a new movie coming on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it. He's like his dad's a firefighter and dies, and then he like becomes close with like his stepdad or the dude that's dating his mom, and then he goes in the fire academy. It looks like a pretty decent movie, but
Yeah. That's crazy.
Is your mic a Arby's sandwich? Because you're eating it right now.
You have to, because you can barely hear you.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
I've been trying to, but you've
Joke's
been
on
like,
you,
going
bitch.
on.
And you have the whole like $500 stand and shit.
Yeah. Just
Sorry.
try not to like talk too loud though. But
Anyways.
as you can see, we're trying to get used to this whole deal. We've been doing a Skype one for the
Man,
longest time
fuck
ever.
them
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Fuck this stupid. Fuck Skype. You know what? Fuck the... We're going off the books.
I mean, that's a
Uncle
lot
Justin's
better.
telling the story now. Drunk on
try not to
Uncle is
smack
telling
it.
the story now.
Just trying not to smack it around or anything.
you know what movie I do kind of want to go see?
Hold it like this.
The
No, that's fine.
Remember the one me and you were
can
talking
hold it
about?
normally.
the Capone movie with Tom Hardy. I do.
I
Want
was telling you that. The people think
When
you,
you showed
you
me-
shouldn't be that.
I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I would like to see it. It's from a different like standpoint in Capone's life though. It's kind of like after he's like, didn't he have like syphilis or some shit? This is
He had like a sickness. I don't know what it was, but he was like
Capone?
dying.
yeah.
Like the last days of Capone's life.
Well, the whole movie's based on
apparently.
like the end of his life and how like that
Wasn't he, like,
illness
fishing
affect.
in his pool or something.
some shit. Like
Yeah, and then
he thought he was still working with the mob.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
That's crazy, dude.
You think he really buried $10 million and don't know where it's at?
Yeah.
Because people are still
yeah,
looking
'cause I
for it.
found it.
Then why are you
Shut
doing?
the fuck up.
Then why are you here right now?
Why would you say that?
You fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man. We are gonna be in history books, though.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Well, like even firsthand experience.
Fuck you mean I won't?
You just said you won't. I just agreed with you.
So the other day, I went to my grandma's house and we were just sitting outside talking on her swing, and she's 82. She's lived through a lot. And I was like, let me ask you something. She's like, what? And I was like, do you think what's going on in this country right now worse than what it was during the original civil rights movement in the 60s? And she was like, absolutely.
What has your grandma been through? She's been through a lot. What year was your grandma born?
38. She's been through. I asked her, I was like, who's your favorite president? Because
Andrew
I-
Jackson.
no,
What
no,
did you say, Andrew Jackson?
she was like, because I thought like maybe like,
Grover Cleveland.
she was like, who do you think it was?
Kennedy.
She was, yeah.
Everybody loved Kennedy, man.
She's like, I like John Kennedy. Everybody
Wasn't he like
hated Kennedy.
42 when he got elected?
Wasn't he liberal, right?
Yeah, he was a Democrat, but he.
But back then, the Republicans were considered Democrats, and it flipped.
Wait, huh?
So you never heard that?
No.
So back like in the 60s, if you were a Republican, technically you'd be a Democrat today. And if you were a Democrat back then, you were considered a Republican today.
Yeah.
But
That's what
he,
my dad said. Like liberals were like way different back then compared
Yeah.
to now. Like everyone makes fun of liberals now. Just 'cause they're-
It's crazy to sit there and think what Kennedy did, though. I mean, he was hated by.
Aren't you a liberal?
Hmm?
Aren't you a liberal?
No, I don't tell people what I am.
I'm just.
I'll just say this.
I'm
not
anonymous.
liberal.
I'm
anonymous.
just right in the
And
middle.
let me tell you about this.
Alright.
Anonymous has been under the radar for 4 to 6 years, right? Somewhere in between. Because of this whole thing happening, they finally came out from under the radar.
I seen
And
what
they've
you've been retweeting on
exposed-
Twitter,
They
like the videos they post
No,
about
wait.
Trump
What did
and
they
stuff.
come out with?
They're exposing all of
Trump.
Like
men-
the president, a lot of
Jeffrey
politicians.
Epstein.
Yeah, dude, they're
Ooh.
getting
Speaking of
everybody.
Epstein, that documentary on Netflix is pretty intense. It's pretty.
I
dark.
haven't seen it, but you guys told me it was dark.
pretty
so
dark.
I kind of want to watch it now.
You know what I watched before I
So-
came here? Season 2, episode 3, Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
Definitely
How'd you watch it?
Cause Brett
Oh,
was a good enough friend to give me his information, told me to use it, keep it, and he's not charging me for a subscription. So
Works out.
dodged a bullet.
I think it's time to end.
People.
Cut it.
Cut
Hard
it. Just cut it,
Do a hard
dude.
cut.
Hard cut.
What'd he say? I don't even know what happened.
No. Joe wanted my star's information without being charged, because he thinks this is just socialism.
Last
You
time
know,
we were here,
everything we want,
last time we were over here, Justin said that I'm more than welcome to use it, and that up to 15 people can be on his account. So
Oh.
I just thought
And
I could use it, but I guess not.
Incrimination. Reverse.
incrimination.
He just reversed.
He's extorting me. He wants me to pay him money.
Yeah. Reverse card.
There's nothing wrong with capitalism, baby.
You're stupid.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're wrong.
Nothing wrong with that.
I still gotta watch that movie with James Spader you told me about.
James Fader.
James Spader,
Oh, Spader. Yeah.
the
Tough
80s
Turf.
Tough Turf.
Tough turf. If you're not hip to tough turf, don't
you
fucking
guys
talk to me.
Wait. We've been talking about this for a long time when it comes to when the state reopens. And since restaurants are opening Monday,
We're going to Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden,
Um,
breadsticks and ranch with a fucking tour to Italy, baby.
Listen, since since you like me and you watch a lot of YouTube stuff.
Motherfucker.
Since like you we're trying to stay away from like what's going on and like different topics. Did you see Jake Paul got charged?
Oh yeah, because he
With
got
what?
caught looting.
Trespassing
He got
and
caught looting?
Yeah,
not-
Jake
so-
Paul.
How much money does that guy make?
what was it?
Why does he
Trespassing
have to
and
loot?
vandalism or something?
Some shit like that, dude.
He
I'll do it to him.
yeah, they said well he was see, I don't think he should have been there, in my opinion.
No.
Well,
I mean,
I mean-
he went there for the content, but at
Not
the same
only
time,
that, but I mean, when you're a celebrity, dude, you're a fucking target, especially
you're a role model for a younger
for sure-
generation.
yeah, for sure.
And when he was just running, did you see the video? He's running around the mall and
Yeah.
walking in stores that have been the glass is shattered, and he's just recording everything. Like it's
Fucking
probably for
ridiculous.
someone like with the much like the amount of money he makes and like his status, like celebrity wise,
that guy makes.
probably wasn't the best
move this
decision to do
Shit,
that.
I wouldn't be rioting or protesting out in Chicago right now.
Why
Cause they
not?
got
That's Chirac, baby.
no, not only that, but literally the gangs in those areas, like the Latin Kings and an O Block and all that shit. They're all protecting their neighborhoods from protesters. You got Latin Kings sitting on roofs with rifles, like good rifles with like AUGs and shit, AUGs.
Yeah.
And they're literally popping. They're literally popping shots as soon as they see fucking protesters walk in.
That was you, right? Told me they have like
Yeah,
snipers on top
there
of
was
there.
one. There was one video I saw the other day of
What?
a guy driving, and I think they like put spike strips in the street,
Really?
and his tires popped, and literally it's like 20 Latin Kings just running over to the car and just fucking on this one guy.
No English.
That's how it is if you come to the
That's it.
podcast house.
That's all it is
At this house,
at this house.
we got spike strips in the driveway.
You know what?
We got
When
snipers on the roof.
Soul, she'll get a kick out of this. When I was in
Bitch.
when I was in my criminology class, there was a kid, and the professor was like, if you have multiple speeders on a major roadway, what do you do? And I was like, oh no, this kid in the back was like, put down some tiger teeth in the road and slash all the tires. And the teacher was like,
Tiger.
he was
tiger
like,
teeth?
he's like, what the hell's tiger teeth? And he was like, spike strips. And the teacher was like, that is literally the dumbest answer I've heard. So I raised my hand. I was like, you should probably could have put a car over there and maybe write some tickets so people will get the hint. He goes, that's the more logical answer.
Honestly, dude. And there was this one video I saw. This guy with a blue Mustang. He was like driving through, like the protests, and because he literally has a Blue Lives Matter, like license plate thing around it,
Yeah.
and he only
I know his
has,
type.
he only has it to like try and get out of speeding tickets, but because everyone saw it,
Oh,
they
that's-
just start fucking destroying his Mustang, dude.
That's not a bad idea.
And homeboy literally got out of the car, which was a stupid idea. I would have just fucking plowed through people, bro. If it was like a life or death situation like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen like videos of people just like kicking in cars
Like,
and
hold your mic.
throwing Molotov
There you go.
cocktails
Oh,
inside of
Yeah,
people's
then turn it.
trucks.
There you go.
Yeah.
People like throwing Molotov cocktails inside people's trucks and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what's a good conversation
While
we
they're
could?
driving down the freeway.
You know what's a good conversation we could talk about?
I'm bad about that, guys.
I
What?
What shit? Lean on me, fall over on me. Like, oh,
I know
fuck.
these guys will like it. What type of cigar do you like to smoke?
acids.
Justin,
Oh,
what
you're one
about
of
you?
those guys. Rocky
I
Patel.
mean, that's really the only cigars I've
Vintage
ever smoked, to
1990.
be honest with you.
Like that one?
I like
huh?
the I like
That's
the
really the only cigars I really smoke, other than the one that you gave me. I don't know cigars that well.
I like the Camachos.
Those
are
good.
pretty
Have you ever
good.
smoked the Mike Ditka Camachos?
Mm-mm.
Dude, those are not bad. I had one. But you like the Romeo I gave you
Mhm.
by AJ Fernandez? I'm all out of them.
Yeah, those are pretty.
I literally
good.
have one. It's the one you gave me.
so, but to me with cigars, they all kind of taste.
You could taste the difference from a Rocky Patel from a
Oh,
acid.
100%.
No. Like you can tell obviously, with like drastic differences like that.
Yeah.
But there's some cigars that taste a lot alike.
I
and
think
it's
for
really hard to find
for
the
guys
difference.
like us, we haven't been smoking cigars like. I mean, we're only. Well, he's about to be 22. We're only 21 years old.
old as fuck.
Old
as fuck.
I can definitely. I don't know
22.
about you guys. I can definitely tell the difference
I'm
between.
1,000 years old, baby.
You
Fuck it.
you about to have a cane next year.
Get a walker for
This
him,
year.
bro.
I already fucking need one.
By the way,
I
anybody
can
that's
tell the
in
difference between which
Downriver,
cigars.
anyone that's in Downriver, June 13th, there's a banger. If you're in Downriver, hit me up for the details. Bring your own bitch. Bring your
Bring
own
your own
beer.
bitch. Bring your own weed.
I'm saying
not
we're not
bring your
gonna
own
have
weed.
the ratio of
not.
fucking 1-to-1.
Bring crack.
Bring
Don't bring
heroin.
crack.
God damn.
If you bring blow, I'm not gonna deny it.
Listen,
You know, I mean, do what you gotta do.
if you die, you die. We're fine.
If
Honestly.
you die, we're putting you in our deer blind.
Did you ever decide if you're gonna do you gonna do that?
Stacked.
So just
stack you guys
stacked.
in there.
You need to do that adult
gonna
water
be-
thing
never
for
mind.
your birthday.
What's up?
That water slide or whatever the hell you were talking about.
Did I tell you about this?
Yeah.
So, I did.
Yeah, I was there when you talked about it. We were at the bonfire.
The adult water slide.
Yeah, in
I
your,
wanna
in
go
your
for my
backyard at the
birthday?
bonfire. Yeah,
Mm.
adult water slide.
People are breaking their necks, man.
With the little stands.
Oh shit, that'd be fun though.
Can we do it naked?
Sure. It's my bouncy house.
With the beer bottle in my ass.
Sure.
Naked.
Sure. Whatever. Dude, I saw the grossest video on Twitter a couple days ago.
How gross.
Like, I kind of thought about not saying it right now. So, there's like this gay guy. This two guy, they're playing putt-putt golf.
Oh, fuck.
Dude. And he goes and he makes this putt, and it follows the golf ball on the green. And then the golf ball goes right into this guy's asshole. This guy was bent over his gaping asshole, dude. And the golf ball went right inside.
Dude, that's fuck. Oh my god, dude, I love the internet, dude. You can
That's
find
kinda
some-
No,
weird.
that was not.
No,
No,
did
that
he
wasn't-
Push it out? Did he push it out?
I don't know if I pushed it out.
No, it's probably. Never mind.
Let's just talk about something else.
I can tell you another gay video I saw.
No, that's not why I love the internet. Right when I said that, he goes, I love the internet, bro.
But no, I'll never forget the Twitter video that was on there. I don't even know if I could say this, but this dude was propped up, ass cheeks open against the fucking wall. Or no, he was like crouched, and there was a ramp under his ass, and they put an RC car with a dildo on it.
What the hell, dude?
They fucking went up. It went in, bro. It was like a fucking big ass dildo, like 12 inches,
Like a
bro.
16-inch.
Yeah.
That Jimmy
That's fucking-
that Jimmy John's a double meat.
Yo, I
You know what I'm
started
saying?
cracking up.
That cold cut combo.
Look,
Yeah.
man, I'm not homophobic. Do what you want to do, but there's some
No,
stuff
that's weird.
there's just some
That's
shit
taking it
that,
far.
yeah, there's
That's
just
what
some
it's called, living life, baby.
Yeah.
Young, wild, and free.
There's just some shit that should not go
That's
on the
not-
internet.
That's young, wild, and restricted, dude. That ain't cool. that ain't cool. Dude, that's not cool, man.
Imagine seeing
I mean,
that, like,
whatever.
your parents walked in doing that. Like, Billy, what are you doing?
Solus, what
Your mom's driving an RCXD car with a dildo in your dad's ass.
That's you come home. Hey guys, how was work? How was work? What the hell are you guys doing? What do you got going on tonight at midnight, big dog?
Oh, let's not talk
Oh,
about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I seen
Why
that.
didn't you bring your Dave over here with the
Business
overalls?
calls. Business
Oh,
calls
yeah.
at midnight.
Like that.
Oh yeah.
What?
No.
I think I know what it's about, but when I seen it, I kind of piqued my interest.
I'm not talking about it.
I can like guess.
What's,
I have a lot of guesses, but I don't want to say them because I don't like.
What's his name?
Well, it's as long as it doesn't come out before today.
What's his name?
Who?
I'm just fucking with you, dog. Well, listen, have fun.
Always.
Be smart and be safe.
Don't do it in the car. It's uncomfortable.
Listen, have
Fine.
you
Shut
seen
the
the
fuck
movie?
up.
Have
Find
you
an air
seen?
mattress and a bed of a truck?
Have you
The
seen
old
the
Taylor talked
movie?
about it,
I feel like
fine.
I've asked you this before. Have you seen the movie Public Enemies with Johnny Depp?
No, but I actually saw that on Netflix.
Oh
Never seen
man,
it. Isn't that
fucking
like?
phenomenal movie, dude. You would like
Really?
it. It's got Depp in it. If you like Johnny Depp,
I love Johnny Depp.
it's
Jack
about
Sparrow, baby.
he
I love
Christian
Johnny
Bale's in it.
Oh.
So Johnny Depp plays John Dillinger, the famous bank robber in like the 30s or 20s, whatever. And then Christian Bale is in the FBI, and he's assigned to hunt him down and kill him. It's a pretty intense movie
Jesus.
for coming out in like 2008, 2009. It's a pretty solid movie.
Depp. Can I just read this tweet from Eric Andre? He said, "What if the National Guard, the cops, and the army got all confused and just started battling each other for supremacy, like Hunger Games style? Are they down for the challenge? Can we watch from Trump's bunker with a bag of Sun Chips?" Oh my God,
Like I said,
dude, Eric Andre is a fucking man.
I love the
Cracks me
internet.
up.
We need to get him on the podcast.
Eric Andre, he'd break the table and light his balls on fire. And you didn't see him on Hot Ones, dude? When they did like the last dab for like the hot sauce, he like took the plate, smashed it over his head, and then he drank the water. He smashed
Fuck,
the
man.
glass of water over his head.
He's a
Souls,
character.
we got to get you up north.
Yeah, you guys already went, remember?
You need to get a quad. We're going 4th
I
of
know.
July.
I'm down. Was that a weekend?
Okay, I got business.
4th of July's on Saturday. You know what that means?
And you got
know
the
what I'm
new whip.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, and you got the Kia Forte. That one day when I saw you on 94,
Oh, yeah, no.
you were just. I was like, "Who is this guy?"
How was I'm kind of curious. How was your Columbus experience?
Oh, yeah. So, a little backstory on that. So, my original plan with my boy Nick was to go to Ohio because everything's basically open over there. and we were gonna go to a state park in Logan, Ohio, which is 50 minutes from Columbus. So it was like a 3.5 hour drive total, just to get there. But just to get to Ohio from Michigan, from where we're at, is only 50 minutes. So we just decided to go a little further. So Nick didn't check that the state park was open.
Fucking checking me out.
So the state park wasn't open. So we decided, okay, let's just go to Columbus, Ohio, because everything's open over there, bars, and they got the Arnold statue and shit. So, so we decided to go. Drive 40 minutes. We're 10 minutes out from Columbus, and I get this Amber Alert, and it says state of emergency in Columbus. Avoid the area. And we're just like, oh, there's riots going on, and we didn't even think about the riots over there. I didn't even think riots were going on everywhere.
Can I pause
like
you
at the
real quick?
time.
I need to tell you, I was like not working the next day, and I was really bored, and that's when I called you.
Oh, really?
I called you. I was like, hey, what are you doing? You're like, I'm on my way to Ohio right now with Nick.
I don't know where you guys were at. I'm like, and you guys are like showing videos of your food. I'm like,
When I called you the
Man,
one day though, like
Dude, as soon as I posted that picture of me in the restaurant, everybody swiped up.
everybody's like, holy fuck.
They're like,
where'd
where are
go?"
you at? Where'd you go?
when I called you that one
Is
day,
there a
like,
backdoor
like,
password?
I was like legit like, I hoping you're all right, because when you fucking started putting stuff on Snapchat, I was like,
Dude, like,
I literally
with that
thought
one,
like,
with that one chick I saw on Nick's Snapchat,
what?
where she was screaming like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, holy
who was the
shit.
chick that was like standing on
Yeah,
top of
with
the
the
car
sign.
screaming?
I don't even know.
when you
dude.
put that on your story, I was like, damn, like he's
Everyone-
legit in the middle of everything.
But yeah, so we went
Nick's
to
was
we went to.
videotape in the middle of
Well,
crowds.
I'll go back.
Dude, he was in
so,
a bush, dude. This fucking helicopter's following me. And shit. I'm like, I swear to
So,
God, I can't
It's like
be.
Goodfellas.
But to kind of go back to what I was saying, so we get like, of course, where I put my address for Columbus was a parking, like a little parking lot where you had to pay to park. So we get there, and the thing that was weird is the fucking meter was broken already. So that kind of indicated like, okay, and there was already police there, like kind of
Like,
blocking off
cracked
some
open, there was
roads.
glass on the ground and shit.
It was like tilted over.
So was the meter running, or
No, it didn't work.
You didn't pay.
So we're like, okay, so I guess it's not working. And we tried paying, and it said error, even though it still took my fucking money. But
Good joke.
yeah,
sorry,
I'm
I just-
saying
I just
no,
thought
but
of something.
all right,
Sorry.
but we parked, and it turns, and then we hear like bangs going off, like a fucking flashbang and like tear gas
Oh.
bombs. So we're like, what? Oh, we're probably down the street from the riot, I guess. So we literally just walked.
So you walked
literally-
towards the gunfire.
We literally walked a block.
yeah, that's
And then
cool.
to our left, it was like 2 cop cars in the middle of the intersection, and then this whole road in front of the Ohio State House just has fucking like 12, 13 cops on horses,
go Bucks?
and then behind them was like a big car, like a big like kind of like a SWAT truck, but there was no SWAT there. It was just
my
other
truck.
cops, and you just see people like they're screaming, obviously chanting, Black Lives Matter, all this other shit. And then you just start seeing people throwing water bottles. And then as
Stay
soon as,
hydrated.
yeah, basically. And that's the thing is you guys are throwing water bottles that are supposed to help you from the tear gas. Because when that shit, nah, dude, that shit was
Did you
terrible.
experience any like symptoms from the tear gas?
Yeah, that shit.
Like at
'cause
all?
One of the tear gas bombs.
Yeah, depression.
One of the tear gas bombs like went off like 10 feet from me. And as soon as it popped open, like if you
patches it, brings it back home.
like literally it like burns your fucking lungs when you inhale it. Your eyes start burning, your face starts burning, your lips, and all this other shit. And like that night I went to take a shower. I had to like tilt my head back as I washed it because it was probably still in my hair. Because if you wash it with your head down, your hair,
They can go on your
it
face.
can go in your eyes and start
Yeah.
burning again and shit. But I don't know, man. Like that whole experience is just insane. Cause like nobody gave like over here in Detroit, it's peaceful now. Like peaceful protests, people leave when they're told to leave, all this other shit. But over there in Columbus, it was just people didn't give a fuck. They were rushing at the police, throwing rocks, breaking up the concrete to pick up rocks to throw them. People did not care. And there were some
I
like
like that energy.
there were some like times where I was like, I don't know why the police are doing this, like, because they were only some of the cops were macing people for literally no reason. Like I seen people like on their knees with their hands in the air, and this cop just came up and was like, just like for.
Did
no
you ever
fucking-
think at
Well,
one point
that's
like me and Nick
fucked
should
up.
just not be here? Like we should
Yeah.
just get the hell
Oh
out
yeah.
of there.
That's why. Like especially because my main reason why I wanted to leave was after we all got pushed out of downtown. Like, and that's when the National Guard showed up. The SWAT was there already, and when we got pushed out of downtown, we went into into the neighborhoods now, and I don't know if they didn't expect people to fucking destroy shit. I didn't really see people looting. I just seen more people just fucking breaking shit. And they like broke this fucking Bentley dealership and was like fucking
Oh shit.
yeah, like kicking the windows and
Oh, yeah, I'll do
spray
same
painting
thing.
the cars.
This job.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I would
then-
steal a car.
yeah.
One thing that
Yeah?
actually, like, I seen a video and it was like, it was really sad. It was in New York, and it was an elderly man and woman.
Oh, everybody's talking about that video.
I saw
So-
that. Yeah, I did
Uh,
see
His head
that.
started bleeding.
No. This is a different one.
Oh,
I know what you're
different.
talking about.
Oh,
where
the two
they-
that got killed?
No, no, no.
Like when they were visiting the
no, I know what you're talking about, where the elderly man got pushed down. But this one I seen, it was a man and a woman. And these guys were outside vandalizing their store, like breaking the glass, and they
Mhm.
tried lighting it on fire. And the woman came outside, and you can hear her. She's like, "Why are you doing this?" She's like, "I don't know you. I've never done anything for you. Like, please don't do this. This is our livelihood." And the guy was like, "Oh," swearing at her, and then he pushed her, and then his friend had a 2x4 and started beating her with it.
God,
So the
man.
husband came out and was
That's
like,
so
he
G.
was like, please, like, leave my my wife alone. And he starts fighting with it, and then they all beat him up, and they were just laying their face down, and I'd never heard anything from it. Like, I don't know if
That's
they're.
bad. That's like
on a,
I
on a
don't know.
lighter note, could you see Coomer being the cop when this is all going on? He's like giving parking tickets on people's cars.
that was
Your
another.
meter ran out,
Well,
sir.
that was another thing about the whole Columbus thing, because we got pushed back so far, and like I said, we got into a construction zone, so everyone just started lighting some shit on fire, like trash cans, throwing all the trash
First of
cans in
all,
the streets.
Was there equipment out there? We see somebody walking around with a bulldozer, just driving a bulldozer.
That I didn't even see. They probably
Were
got
they
that shit out of
dropping
there.
People on the cops.
No, but
Excavator just like scooping people up.
There you go.
yeah. No, but like everyone started throwing shit from the construction zones, like rebar and all this other shit. But I was only thinking about, because I didn't want to get my car towed and shit, because I literally Nick was like, only put it for 3 hours, you
We
know,
were there
3
for,
4
like,
hours.
all night long.
We were there all night, and my problem was that, you know, there was people out there like offering rides to get back to their cars because they knew like the streets were blocked off. Like they were blocking off like they were blocking off in front of us and each of our sides, so there was only one way for us to go. And so we got to the point where I was literally talking to Nick. I was like, dude, I gotta get out of here. Nick kept saying, I want to stay. I'm like, well, I'm fucking leaving because you're
Right.
not the one that drove. I
Yeah.
drove, bro, and I'm really not trying to fucking have a shitty day tomorrow and not be able to get my car and then have to
Right.
pay my car to get like from the impound. So this lady, of course, right as we're talking about that, she offers a ride. Like she's like, does anyone need a ride? Does anyone need a ride? I'm like, I'm getting the fucking car. So we get in. She takes us, and of course, like, I gave her the direction. She literally dropped. She thought we were close, but she literally dropped us off from like a 45-minute walk. So we're walking, and the problem was is since everyone got pushed out of downtown, all the police are blocking off like every street. So we're like, dude, how are we gonna fucking even get to the car at this point?
Right.
So we literally had to pull up on Google Earth, like the Google Maps, and try to
Google
find
Earth.
yeah, like the app where you can see like a real street view
Yeah.
and real pictures. So we had to
satellite view.
find like kind of ways and alleys to get through. So that whole time we were walking through alleys, parking lots, trying to be like quiet, hiding to get to the car.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so we had to do that for literally like almost, and it lasted a lot longer than 45 minutes. It was like at least an hour and a half before we got back to the car. And then, but some people were getting stopped because, you know, because they were coming back from the protest and all
Right.
this shit. And it's just fucked. And I seen people getting arrested just for having water out. Like, because at one point, we got tear gassed really bad. So we were pushed off to the side from the protest. So, like, the protest was, like, over here. And there was another street that cuts over here in the intersection. So we're on this side. And it was just me, Nick, and a few other people. And we we're walking back, like, trying to fucking, you know, not get disoriented. So they offer us water. I start pouring it on my face, all over my body, because, like, I'm just burning
Right.
everywhere. That's why some people were putting, like, saran wrap and shrink wrap around their skin. and having buckets with them. So when the tear gas comes, they'll fucking
you
put
think
the
that
bucket
helps?
over.
Saran wrap?
Barely. I don't know.
What do you think? I don't know.
I'll tell you this though.
I feel like if you have saran wrap, it's gonna make your skin hot.
Yeah.
And if the tear gas like gets in that, because I know when you get pepper sprayed, dude, they tell you like if you take a shower, like keep your head out of the shower, because it gets in your pores, and when it like the hot water and the moisture heats up, it just reignites that, and it's so painful.
I want to get tased so bad. Please hook it up.
Please hook it up. No, man, it was just it was a one-time experience. Like I'm all for, if you want people to hear your voice, go protest and shit. But if you're destroying your own communities, especially people that don't even live there, where they're literally destroying all these low-income like cities and communities, and they get to go back and sit at home in their nice house, and a lot of them were like college kids, like college white kids. That a lot of people were there that really weren't there for the protest. They were just there to fucking
for pictures.
And just to riot. Because my dad had a good point. People have been fucking sitting in their house for fucking months.
Oh yeah, they're bored.
They're bored as shit. Now they have a reason to go outside, and because you're able to protest, it is what it is.
There's 19,000 new coronavirus.
I think that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That's
dude.
bullshit. So you're telling me 19,000 people got tested, showed symptoms, and got the results back within 24 hours?
It couldn't be just from that though. Could just be.
Just to think about it, you think 19,000 people went to go get tested afterwards?
I think people are still getting tested. I'm saying it's not just from the protest.
No, yeah.
Could be from
there might have been 19,000 cases just out of
I don't know.
whatever, but
anyways, it might be fake. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just skimmed through.
But that was shown just for Michigan, right? Those 19,000 cases.
I thought it was for the country.
Oh, it's for the country. Okay, that's what I thought.
If there were 19,000 people re-diagnosed in Michigan, there's no way she would have already put us in phase 5 today.
Exactly,
like, no.
yeah.
About to get my haircut June 15th. Pretty hype.
Yeah.
I already got my shit cut.
Red Robin next week.
Too.
I already got my shit cut.
At least I go back to the shop now.
Go back to what you were saying though. It was like, was it last Saturday night or Friday night when when the fucking riots were happening in Detroit? Well, not the riots, like the protests.
Yeah.
That was one thing that was really going to piss me off if like Detroit gets a bad rap. I love Detroit.
Yeah.
Like I love going down there. It's a good vibe.
Especially like Eastern Market.
Exactly,
and shit,
all
bro.
that bullshit.
It's so nice.
I was really about to get upset when I seen like people were trying to burn that fucking city down.
Oh yeah.
We are literally recovering from the
like
67
honestly,
riots.
Yeah.
That really would have fucking pissed me off.
I feel like it's because a lot of people they just like want to be a part of a riot. Like everyone thinks it's
fake woke. Like somebody at work said that, it was like, I think you guys, some people are just fake woke about it.
Yeah.
Just don't want to say something about it.
Yeah.
When really they really don't fucking care.
I think there's people that really are out there that really care.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I think that there's people that are really passionate about it. And that's great.
Yeah, that's good.
Be peaceful, whatever.
There's people
do
out
what
there
you
that
want.
have good intentions.
Exactly.
Like you just said, there's people that protest.
Actual criminals that think they can blend in with everything.
There's people that peacefully protest, and then, like you said, there's people that have the wrong agenda, wrong mindset, and then they mix in, and then it totally
deters. Who wouldn't even think about that would be like, oh shit, we can do this now.
Yeah, boom. There you go.
Totally steers away from the fact that are people that are actually trying to do it peacefully and spread their message.
Yeah. And like even walking back, like I got to see the aftermath. Like, because obviously we got pushed out, so I wasn't able to see, like, how everything looked after. We were literally walking through a college campus to get to the car. And you just seen
Ohio State University you were walking through.
Dude, it was bad. Like, everything was spray painted. Everything, like, that's just so much money you're just draining from your own fucking city.
That's what I was saying. I was like, dude, like.
Yeah.
Solus, I seen the video you retweeted, the Amazon warehouse.
Oh, the Amazon
California.
warehouse.
That was wild, dude.
That was wild. That
Holy
thing is torched.
shit.
That thing was crazy.
Because I drove by Amazon today.
Yeah.
That's
dude,
a setup.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
100%. I feel like people were fucking.
You know how much stuff in Amazon is actually flammable, though?
That's what
me
and my brother were talking about.
They have these big package pods, and they're all made out of like suede cloth, and they're everywhere, and they move around in these robots.
Oh shit!
But think about it, though.
Every now and again, these robots.
Jeff Bezos, that does not affect him at all.
I was saying that too. I was like,
oh no,
he probably has enough money in his wallet to rebuild that. Like, caught on fire, make it happen. Like,
would not even put a dent.
A dent
at all.
Bro.
My dad did the math. He makes it was something like 200 and it was like $80 a second and then like $264 a minute, just from production all throughout the world. And I was just like, That's absolutely ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous
And then
amount.
paying
What kind
all
of
those
money I'm trying to
contractors
make?
and
He
shit.
makes.
Could you imagine that? I'm gonna go take a shit real quick.
makes
I just
more
made
than me
$264 in
Uh-huh.
one
he-
minute.
Yeah, he makes more than
You
me
shit
in
in
a
1 minute.
He makes
That's
more
kinda cool.
than my week's
Well,
pay in
No,
literally
I just made
4
$200
minutes. 4 minutes, he makes more money than
One
me. in a
wipe.
fucking-
All right.
I'm sorry, Solus. What'd you say?
I already said it.
Well,
Said it like 4
let
times.
me try that. Wait, want me to try that?
Strawberry watermelon ice.
It's just, you know.
So this is gonna be a really stupid question,
Mm-hmm.
but the chair I'm sitting in, how the fuck do you fold it?
There's a button in the back.
Oh, yeah, that is my chair.
Dude, it took me like 5 minutes. I couldn't fold it.
How do you think I feel, man?
Dude, my dad was like, "How the hell do you
Mean
fold
ass
this
hit. Let me
thing?"
hit that motherfucker. He's over here coughing. What you got in there?
Nothing. It's just nicotine.
I took a long hit, though.
Did you?
Don't smoke.
It's called a switch mine.
Don't smoke. Yeah, they're the new ones. Switch and this thing called Air Bar.
Inhale. That was fucked up, dude. Oh, I can feel that in my chest.
Well, it tastes good.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Tasted good.
Tastes really good
Felt bad.
and
Yeah, that's
cheap.
tasted
I can,
well.
the secondhand smoke, it smells amazing.
Jesus. No, but
Cigar
yeah,
sucks.
I don't know, man.
Why does it taste like watermelons?
I will say one thing about the protests. Do not protest in Chicago. I'll tell you right now. That is a fucking war zone right now. It's literally African Americans versus Mexicans. Like, bro, or Hispanics in general. No, I know that. I'm just saying.
Let's go to a different topic.
Yeah, I know. I'm
How
just
was
saying.
everybody's
Let's talk about how
day?
shitty Solus's glasses are. 4 eyes.
They're Gucci.
No, I'm playing.
It's Gucci.
They're Gucci.
They're Gucci. As I got my
Let's talk
Gucci
about that.
flops on right now.
What's up with the Amazon fucking warehouse, man? That thing. I went to Pontiac. What is it? The headquarters? You think?
All I gotta say is a lot of people are gonna
No,
be
the
pissed off when their shit doesn't show up to their house.
There's a lot of shit going down in Pontiac right now in that fucking warehouse. There's a lot of shitty shit doing there.
What, like Amazon?
Yeah, in Amazon, it's like, so in front of it's called Cougar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I should be talking about this shit.
Oh yeah, you're working on that bitch.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's like half the fucking people are there. It's like slow. A lot of accidents are happening. I was like walking inside the trailer, and I heard this fucking the head foreman there. He was just like bitching. He was like, "You're on the fucking boom," and he dropped the wrench from that fucking high. He almost hit somebody. Blah blah blah. And somebody was driving their own quad around the fucking job site.
That's awesome.
What the fuck?
He's like, "Let's fucking fire him." He's like, "We can't. We need people." It's like work as fuck.
I seen this today on ESPN, and I immediately thought of you guys because I know you guys like work in the trades. An iron worker. Did you hear about the iron worker that fell to his death off the San Diego or the LA
Happens all the
Chargers
time.
LA Chargers new stadium?
That shit actually happens a lot. more
That
than you think.
sucks, dude. Like it was set to open, and like
This guy I'm working with right now, he said his first foreman he had on his first job when he was an apprentice, like a second day, his boss fell 60 feet and died.
There you go, man.
And he was like, "What the fuck did I get myself into?"
So, talk about this though. So we had to go there because some handrails were supposedly fucked up. That on our part, our detail was off on these flights of stairs going up the building. So we were like looking at the blueprint, see what was wrong with them, whether they weren't wrong. So we're going all the way up, and all I felt was like the whole fucking thing go like this. I'm like, oh shit! And there's like little fucking like barbed wire wire, like not barbed wire, like just wire just holding off. So just in case if you do fall, that's all you got. I was like, this is kind of fucking sketchy.
So I don't know if you guys have ever been anywhere where like there's like cages around the ladders.
Yeah.
I saw a bigger man get stuck in one of those today.
Just
It's
like a
pretty
fat
funny.
fuck.
A bigger man.
A bigger man, not a tall man, a wide man, a wide gentleman. Got like
Big bone.
his rolls were like in the
He
in-
looks like the fucking
in the
piece of
crevices.
meat.
It
Little
looked
rope on
it looked like the can of biscuits when you broke it open. It's like sticking. It was
You got
sticking out of
stuck
the
in it?
pour. Yeah.
You had to put grease on him and squeeze
No,
him out.
everybody was. This one guy's like, "What's up, Wedge?" no, and now everybody calls him Wedge. Kind of funny. But yeah,
Fucking wedge.
yeah,
A
dude.
lot of sketchy shit going on.
They want to ban those. The ladder cages. I guess
They
too many
can't
people
now.
get stuck in them.
They can't now. If you're grandfathered in, that's how you keep doing them. So like, say where I work at now, we still make them. They tried banning it, but like since we've been making them for so long, like you can't ban us.
I just feel like you can't. I just feel like that's a bad idea.
I
You know what I'm
feel like those
saying?
are safer.
Can you imagine climbing like a 100-foot building on a ladder with no cage? Oh,
93 next Tuesday in Mayo.
93 degrees.
93.
What about here next
The
Saturday?
low is 66.
Yeah, what's next Saturday?
Next Saturday for the banger. Hit me up.
69 and sunny.
Ooh, that's a nice.
That's a nice
day
breeze,
right
no
there.
breeze, wind or no wind.
Humidity
Tomorrow it's
levels.
80 and sunny.
How's the ozone layer
That's a-
looking that day?
Beautiful day to go golfing. Huh?
How's the ozone layer looking that day? Looking good?
Let me check. We're good.
So what you guys been watching during like this whole post quarantine bullshit? Like, what'd you guys do?
Worked out and watched Miami Vice.
Like after
No,
quarantine?
like
Or
what'd
like-
you guys
no,
do?
like during.
Like during.
Literally nothing. We'll play video games and watch YouTube.
I started watching that show. You.
That's why, like,
Oh,
About
do you
that.
like it?
Yeah, that stalker guy.
I told you.
sorry about that. We're in the garage, so you can hear the dog.
Want me to close it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shiva.
But
Do you like it? What? Because there's 2 seasons. Season 3's coming out like next year.
you can see us now.
Oh, what up? No, that stalker guy. This like,
Joe.
yeah, you know Chris D'Elia's in You.
Yeah.
Really?
He's like he plays
He's
the
in the
bad
second
guy in the
season.
second season.
Yeah,
He-
he's
He's in me.
You.
You. The show's called You.
He's
know.
in
Yeah.
me.
Did you get to? Well, he's
I'm
like,
whatever.
he's like a child predator in that show.
He's like a Hollywood guy, and everybody loves him.
He's like a shit ton of sexual assault.
Yeah, and he has all this dirt on him. It's weird.
He takes weird pictures of like, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a good show though.
Cut it.
Chill out.
No, but no, it's a good show though. I watched fucking Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot. You
That was a
love that show.
long show to finish, bro.
Greatest show on the planet.
Anybody who has not watched that show will fuck with your head, dude. The ending
Dude,
of
when he
that
stopped
show,
the car with the fucking OnStar, still
Dude,
fucks
that's
me up,
wild.
dude.
That's so crazy. But no, the ending of that show fucked me up so bad. It's like Fight Club, the whole show.
Is it?
A lot like it, yeah.
Started watching The Sopranos. I'm still on it.
It's a
That's
great show
Great
too.
show.
You like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
I tried getting Coomer to watch it. He said he didn't like it. I said, well, you got to get.
Well, Coomer likes,
Well, now then you know why.
That's also
Coomer
the kid
isn't
that
here.
literally gets pissed when the Olive Garden soup and
oh, where's your
salad's not
1v1
$9.99.
on Rust invitation? Is that still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Remember from the last Skype call? You said if anybody.
Oh, I'll take
On
anybody
Rust.
on a 1v1. I'll clap that ass real quick.
After I did like a 4-hour update. So
Yeah,
I
after I do a 4-hour update. Dude, I
I
haven't
don't, I
played.
don't even have enough gigs on my Xbox for
I
these
haven't
updates
even
anymore.
touched-
Well, I'm gonna
fucking
be
Modern
honest.
Warfare.
I haven't played Call of Duty since I went back. Since I went back to
Me
work,
neither.
which has
I
been
think
like
I played one time and it was one game on shipment, I think.
yeah.
tried playing
I've
I've
Red
been
Dead.
back to work for like 3-4 weeks now, and I get home, I watch YouTube for 3 hours or do homework for 3 hours, and I go to bed like at 9:30.
See, I like Red Dead 2. But man, that story mode's long, dude.
David tried to get me back into it. I was like, I can't do it.
Dude, it's a wormhole, man. They're like
fun when we played Xbox.
they're like travel 50 miles to go see a guy named Bill, and then you go there and Bill's like, I don't got nothing for you, and they're like, well, okay,
What
and then
the
they're like,
fuck?
and then
Like,
and then
why
they're,
am
and
I
then they're like,
here?
go 80 miles to go see Gary, and then I don't know, you're just running around the whole time, and then you kill like one guy, and I don't know.
Yeah, David, one night he was like, hey, like, you want to play with me? I was like, yeah, I'll go play with you. He was like, why'd you stop playing?
Oh, multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer. I was like,
Multiplayer's so fun in that game though.
he was like, why'd you stop playing? I was like, because I was literally in the woods and I got fucked by a wolf. And that's when I literally just stopped playing it. So I
Remember
started
we
playing
s-
it again. I got fucked by a bear. I got killed by a bear right when I started playing. I was like, this is why I stopped playing.
Me and Eli used to have these. There's like a big bridge, like a huge bridge in the multiplayer game. We would like take our horses and
Play
we'd like
chicken.
we'd play chicken and see who would run away. But then our horses would fucking veer off by themselves and jump off the bridge. Oh my god!
Jesus.
And then Eli would be fishing. I'd snipe him. It's pretty fun.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool shit.
Oh God.
I'm just trying to catch fish.
I'm just trying to catch fish, bro.
I'm just trying to fish down here. What the hell?
I tried getting all the legendary
Yeah.
hunting, hunt shit. Like all the-
So much work, dude.
it's so much work.
You gotta really have like no life. Which
You
I
really
did
have
have
a lot
no
of
life.
time.
I did have a lot of time though. I should have done it. Fuck, bro.
You guys excited for this birthday party?
I'm pretty
very
excited. I gotta work the next day, so
That sucks.
I'll still party.
That's
though.
like beauty of having weekends off now.
I'll
I'm
still
Or,
excited.
or my job giving us or not being open on the weekends,
I
but
got the days off. You sent them out today.
Yeah, I fucking.
I mean, I'll still
was
party
telling-
with you guys,
We
of
went to
course.
Top Shelf.
I'll just be a
and
little tired the next day.
Went to Top Shelf. We was trying to find a keg. They were like
Oh yeah, they're
Went
like
out.
yeah.
They're like, it's hard to get one now, man. I was like, fuck.
You got to think about it. Everything's closed.
Oh, so you're not
Yeah.
getting one now?
People are gonna be having like outdoor parties.
Yeah, I don't know what
You
to do.
know?
Well, I'll figure something out. I'm gonna start calling around, but I gotta call Scotty's potties tomorrow.
Scottish potties. Have a
That's
bunch of white
crazy.
bitches puking in your.
What about
porta
Doug's
potty.
dumpsters?
Doug's dumpsters, man.
Doug's disposable. Doug's disposal. I almost said Doug's disposables. They make vapes now.
We're gonna have a good time.
By the way,
It's gonna be a good party.
100%. I mean, last year was fun.
22 years old, man.
I
Old
know.
as
I
fuck,
didn't even get
bro.
to go to the one last year, so I was in fucking Texas.
We're gonna have to send you to fucking Applewood now. Nursing home, baby.
Coomer's not going.
22.
What?
He's going to the hottest city in America.
What?
Coomer's
Yeah,
going to
Coomer-
Minneapolis next Saturday
Is he really?
Well, he's
with
him and
Haley
his-
on a road
He
trip.
said they're going on a road trip.
Oh, he's good. He's a goner.
I told him, I said, now's probably not the right time.
With the way he
With the
is,
way he is too. Yeah, dude.
with the way he is, he's gonna open his mouth and he's just gonna get fucking. I'm just saying, Minneapolis is not calming down. My boy lives in Minneapolis. He's been telling me about it, and he literally has to like go through a crowd of protesters to get to work, like almost every other
Did
day.
you see Minneapolis? They're thinking about like totally disbanding the police department.
Are they really?
How does that work?
What is this the military?
They're gonna do a vote on it for city council.
Do you think the military's just gonna walk around the whole time? Probably. That would be the only
that's
way.
some Last of Us shit, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
like apocalypse
like,
type
like,
shit.
Like, can I go down this road? No. All right. So yeah.
That's fucked,
Ah,
dude.
dude, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
last year you weren't here last year.
Yeah.
A lot of shit happened last year.
A lot of shit happened last year. That was
I
fun.
seen-
Yeah, you are gonna be
I've
here
seen
this
the-
year.
I've seen the pictures and videos.
Oh,
It was dumb.
Emily
My dad got
Burgum,
upset.
we seen it. We seen it, Emily Burgum.
Emily
We seen the
Burgum?
picture.
Let's make a part 2 of me throwing a beer can at your ass. That was pretty fun. That was a pretty good time.
fucking bitch.
It was the last beer at the party. The last one.
Yup.
Whatever. It's fine. It's all forgiven. Do it. Let's do it again this year. You know?
Just do it again this year.
I'm just ready to come over later in the day and smoke cigars, make some steaks.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'll be over at 5:30.
Buy a tomahawk. Fucking just buy a tomahawk steak. We can all split one. They're like that big.
I'm not splitting a steak with anybody.
I'll
Who
split
the
a loaf with you
fuck
next
do
time.
I look like?
there water in the fridge?
There's water right behind you.
Don't pull a neck. Hey, where's the fridge at? On the right shelf. He goes in the fridge.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, last
Yeah,
year
man.
was little hectic. Got a little,
Oh yeah, man. There's a
little
lot of shit
hectic.
went down.
Got a little blacked out.
A little blacked
A
out.
little blacked out. A little blacked out.
That's an understatement.
Eli, me and him were sitting together, and he kept falling down out of his chair. So I picked him up. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get another beer. So I go in the fridge, get another one, come back. He's on the ground again. I'm like, how do you keep falling? Nothing's happening. No one's
Right.
talking to you. What's going on?
I don't know what's going
That's
on.
crazy.
You have a good point though. I thought
He
about
was
that.
in his own world.
I thought about that.
So funny.
There's a difference between me having a good time and me walking around with a bottle. There's two different types of me.
No,
when you
I
see me
mean,
walking around with a bottle, that's how you
You
know
can do
I'm fucked.
both. You can do both. Just can't chug the bottle.
That was like me and Alejandro's party. Remember, I was walking around with this rock bottle.
Or me and
Bro,
Eli were
our
playing beer
Hunter's
pong
party
with
was
Jack.
the
Then you
funniest
wiped out in the
shit
living
ever.
room.
I'm telling you, there's listen.
Then
you
he
see me
threw
walking
up all
around-
over the toilet in the basement.
You see me walking around with a bottle, you know I'm having a good time.
Or when me and Eli were fucking playing beer pong with Jack.
Jack who?
Jack Daniels.
Oh, I'm like,
Remember
who the
that?
fuck is Jack?
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was fucked up, dude. We were like winning and we didn't even have to drink. We were doing it. That was bad. It was a good time. Shit. Well.
How long have we been going for?
54 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, didn't you?
Time's just flying by when you're,
When you're
having
having fun. Yeah.
Oh,
Factuals.
Yup.
We going out tomorrow? Golfing tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going golfing tomorrow. More
So
than
ready to
likely
go
I'll be
golfing tomorrow.
vlogging the golf session tomorrow, like last time.
Nice little.
But
Nice little
I gotta go to
fun.
Dunham's tomorrow morning.
I'll go tomorrow. With
For
you.
what?
Alright, I want to get golf shoes because
I-
all my
That's so gay, dude. Do
I
not
told
get-
Brett I'll tell you guys, Souls.
Who cares, man?
Um,
Fuck it.
we'd be
It's so
there.
stupid.
I talked to the guy. If we're there at 4:30, he'll let us go out early.
Oh, really?
So that's why we should get there on like 15 minutes early. He's like, yeah, since you guys have 5 people, you can go out early.
Oh, that's better.
So-
Yeah. Yeah, because my plan
What
is
time you guys going?
because either
4:30.
way, because of my work
And
schedule.
then I'll have the fire afterwards at my house.
yeah.
Cool beans.
Because either way, because of my
Cool
work schedule, I've been
beans.
getting up fucking like really early. Like I get up at like 4:45 for work, so I've been on normal days, like the weekends, I'll just wake up like at 7. So I'm
Right.
planning to try and get there at Dunham's when it like opens or some shit.
What do you got?
Because I mainly need a glove, like a left glove.
Yeah.
I bought one today. Jack Nicholas, the Golden Bear.
I miss the times of me and Souls fucking staying up to 8 in the morning, dude. I miss
Oh,
those-
yeah.
I miss those days. What happened to that?
Those were the days, man.
Yeah.
We're all
Sitting over
cracked out
Tim
of our
Hortons.
minds.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
I legit, we literally stayed and played COD till like
fell asleep
9
with
in the
my bagel,
morning,
dude.
and I was
I
like,
fell asleep with a bagel on my chest.
yeah, we stayed up till like 9 in the morning, and I was like, dude, I'm hungry.
You
Dude, we had a great talk for like 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
It was
what?
crazy.
You did a lot of good purchases during this quarantine. You got a mini fridge.
Dude, I got a
chair.
mini fridge. I got a racing chair.
Souls got clubs.
Clubs.
I bought a quad.
Yeah, dude.
Quad.
During quarantine. Well, not during it, but like right before it happened.
I'm really glad I can use this fucking camera now, dude, because I literally bought this camera a week before quarantine, and I only get to use it.
Well, look how nice the setup is. Like, it's cool that we
That
actually
is
have.
nice.
I'm hoping to get like an even
Shout
better
out
camera.
Dad for the table.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get like a better camera in the future, like a 4K camera or something like that. You know, it'll look a lot more crisp, but honestly, 1080p is just as fun.
For right now, what we do, it's
Yeah,
good.
it works. It works, especially for podcasts.
Will the camera be out next Saturday?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my
100%.
goodness.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna look good, dude. I'm gonna dress up. You know what I'm saying?
it's gonna
Make
be
sure-
hot.
Just make sure that shirt doesn't
make you look fat.
Yeah, I gotta make sure it doesn't make me look fat. Of course. But
I don't know what I'm gonna wear.
Dude,
make
of
sure.
course.
When you guys told me about
I
this
can't wear plaid
situation,
shirts.
when you guys told me
Because
about that
world tuggy.
situation, I'm just saying, if my girl said that to me, bro, in front of
Oh
everybody,
my god! Literally, I was
everybody-
standing right there.
Everybody
Oh.
was
His
right
parents
here.
were over here. We're wishing him happy birthday, and she literally, he said something, and she just cut up on him, and we're looking at him like,
He was standing right next to me, bro.
I'm
I
not
was
gonna like you can name him if you want, but
No.
certain individual,
no, I'm just
What'd you
saying.
certain individual
I mean-
looked at
Most
Coomer's
chill person
girlfriend.
ever meet is my dad, and him to go like that, you know, that means something.
Should I put my input or should I keep myself quiet?
Just keep it quiet.
Just-
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
I'm gonna do
Never
this.
mind.
I'm not gonna name any names, but it was pretty funny when a certain individual was like, "Who the fuck is that bitch?"
Right here.
You can say his name. Who cares, bro?
Big Brian.
But I'll be right.
Be right.
But I'll be right.
Oh man.
Who was it last year? I think we were talking about this, me and you. You were like, man, last year was a fucking hoot and holler.
It was fun as fuck.
Last year
The
was.
thing is,
Oh,
I
your
think-
party?
No, I'm talking about the whole last year was a hoot and a
Oh,
fucking holler.
last
no, I
summer
was-
was awesome.
I was talking about 2018 too.
Oh,
Okay.
these last two summers
Oh, yeah.
have been great.
I mean, we went. You know, we did do a lot of shit last summer.
I mean, we started. This
Yeah.
summer's gonna be great too.
Yeah.
I mean, despite what's going on, like we can still make the best out of it. We went up north, got
Yeah,
his
dude.
party, plan a road trip. That's what you still want to do.
Oh yes.
Let's go to San Diego.
I want to drive cross country somewhere. I'd love to, but
Let's
Oh,
go
yeah,
to.
we talked about that too.
Let's go to San Diego.
so bad.
We should fucking just get like a whole fucking like set of spots we want to go to and just drive in a fucking like a way there.
So
just stop at all
have,
these
either,
spots.
have any of you guys been to state parks? Anybody?
I tried.
I've. Oh no, I've never been to one. And this guy at my work. was
I
like,
haven't
you need
either,
to go
yeah.
and visit like most of the state parks. Are beautiful.
yeah.
Camp
No, that's
there.
Let's
like-
go to West Columbia, South Carolina, and get turned.
I'm trying to go to the Smoky Mountains, bro.
I know 3 individuals that are at Smoky Mountains right now. Actually, Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Shout out.
we're just living for the weekend.
Even my even my old bodybuilding coaches,
Stay at home.
even my old bodybuilding coach is at the fucking Tennessee right now, Gatlinburg.
I want to go to Colorado so bad.
Listen,
That's right, Colorado Springs.
Nashville. is the place to be at night.
My mom said that Nashville
Is-
fucking
is-
blows.
No, I fucking love Nashville. If I
What
could
about
move
Knoxville? It's a cute little college town.
not bad. Not bad.
Let's go to Wyoming. Get fucked up, yeah?
Lives in Wyoming.
Let's go to Boyne Falls.
Actually, no, it's
Boyne, Iowa.
Boyne, Iowa.
Fuck, man. I don't know anybody that lives in Wyoming or
Roanoke,
like,
West
Utah.
Virginia. Let's go do a history lesson.
Roanoke. The Forgotten City.
Fuck, let's go to Boulder. Boulder.
You ever heard Joey Diaz's story
The
about
Boulder County Jail. Let me tell you something. It's fucking beautiful in there. But after I left, that shit went downhill real quick.
He said somebody called him, like a cop called him a name in front of his daughter. So he beat up the cop. He drove
his
away,
ex-
and then he
his
had a
ex-wife's
warrant or
new
something.
husband, Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, man.
He said, I caught my PO. I told him, I'm about to just smack the fuck out of him. He's like, go for it, man. He goes, I'll let you off.
Shit.
That's wild.
Funny as fuck.
How long do you want to keep this
Oh,
going?
you want to cut?
I mean, we
You
can
wanna
cut it.
No, I just remember you were like
I'll cut
after
it.
like 45 minutes.
Let cut it.
We just hit exactly at an hour.
Let cut it.
Let's do it in 25 minutes.
I'm down.
I mean, what's the camera at?
You guys go all you want. I don't care. I remember that's how we did the Skype calls.
That's Skype. It's like, nah, we in person now.
We in real life.
We in real life.
Just relive.
Yup.
Oh, yeah, we need to cut it now. It's at 1%.
1%.
Alright, well, thanks a lot, guys. This was Downriver Podcast.
Yeah, I guess.
Go,
just,
go.
shut the fuck up. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for watching the podcast. This is just kind of winging it and just kind of touching on certain subjects. But now that we actually have like a full setup, we're gonna try and make this a weekend thing. But yeah, any last words before?
Fuck
the camera
Allen
dies?
Park.
I hope to see a lot of you guys at Eli's B-Day Bash.
B-Day bash.
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 Anything?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you guys later.
And,
Fuck Allen
Blue Lives Matter.
And
See ya.
Wow.
fuck Allen Park.
What?
Fuck those
Alright.
motherfuckers.
See you guys
I
later.
fucking hate Allen Park.